How cocaine addiction hurts you. Unlike methamphetamine addiction, cocaine addiction can actually sneak up on the user over time. This may take a few weeks or months before a real problem begins to set in. And before the casual user even suspects there might be an addiction, the bank account is drained, the jewelry is gone, the credit cards are maxed out, and the mortgage is 3 months behind. Even at this stage, the addict will strongly deny any addiction even when incarcerated. This is the truth about addiction that ultimately leaves your loved one to suffer. Cocaine addiction usually starts innocently as an experiment or as just going along with the crowd. For some people, cocaine use remains casual. But for many, the rush or sense of euphoria is just too tantalizing, and the casual cocaine user gradually becomes an addict without even realizing it, even after it totally rules their life. It is as though cocaine addiction has an inherent denial of itself. Even after being arrested, incarcerated, and rehab, an addict often totally denies that there is any problem. This is the real problem of drug addiction, the complete denial that there is any addiction. It is this denial that ultimately leads to the addict's life spiraling out of control. The key is to give the addict a real opportunity to prove to you that they are not addicted. Most addicts jump at this chance as they are really interested in proving it to themselves. One method is to give the addict a $100 bill and dare them not to use it to buy cocaine. Tell them that you will follow up with them in a day or so and ask if they used any of the money to buy cocaine. It is the mere fact you are pointing out that they must resist which makes it impossible for them to actually resist. In most cases, the addict's mind will be so fixated on trying not to use the money to buy cocaine that the addict will find themselves buying within a few hours. The willpower of a bona fide drug addict with cash in hand is scientifically proven to be absolutely zero. All you need to do is ask your loved one the very next day if they used any of the money you gave them to buy cocaine, and really look them right in the eye. Most addicts will break down at this point. This is where you can actually take the addict directly to a rehab facility, and they will commit themselves willingly. Remember, avoid going that extra mile by forcing the addict to admit to being addicted or to tell you exactly what they did with the money. Just take them to get help as the very next step. Effective cocaine addiction treatment can only begin when the addict can actually and honestly admit to even the smallest level of addiction. The vast majority of addicts will agree with the prison counselor for no other reason than to be released faster or just avoid an argument, only to use cocaine again an hour or less after being released. It is as though the addict is completely oblivious to the truth around them and actually race toward a long prison term or worse. It is getting the addict to see any part of this truth that is the limiting factor in rescuing these individuals from the ravages of addiction. The worst thing you can do for your addicted loved one is to make accusations or have them committed against their will to some lockdown rehab facility. Remember, they are absolutely sure that they are not addicts, and there is little you can do to change their minds. Making accusations or committing them to rehab only makes the addict angry and hate you, even though you are really only trying to help.
For more content like this, please visit learnforfree.biz.
Content produced and distributed by AllSuperInfo. All rights reserved.
Discover the proven formula for automated sales and success that you can apply to your business in under 30 minutes.
Reserve your seat at allsuper.info/webinar.